it is my pleasure and privilege to introduce a great supporter of cell phone cinema, of mobile filmmaking, especially for films with a purpose. Your Majesty, Queen Angelique Monet of Eti-Oni.
Thank you. Thank you. Such a gentleman. Professor. Bless you.
Can you believe that? Just hugged by a great queen from Nigeria.
Yes.
Professor Karl Bardosh, I want to congratulate you on your amazing program today. Haven't we come really far from 2019 on cell phone cinema to smartphone cinema to the beautiful showcase that you did today? So I want everyone to give Professor Karl Bardosh a round of applause for his hard work. And thank you so much for allowing us to come here today to honor an amazing film. And it's from Who? And it was made during the COVID Film Festival, showing unity, family, and how everyone can become one. I'll let you do the honors of bringing out the award. And Bruno Chatelin of filmmakers.com filmfestivals.com will come and accept the honors for this award, as well as members of our organization, Judy Beecher and Dr. Rabinath Monet.
Thank you. Let me help you.
Professor, can you give us the award? Can you do the honors?
All right, this is becoming very formal.
It's very formal,
No
so
one fell on the stairs, so far so good.
I will read the award, made from artisans in Nigeria, by the way. This beautiful award.
Wonderful. Wow.
Professor Karl Bardosh. So it reads, Post-Community Perseverance Against the COVID-19 Pandemic, presented to the short film RIPOSTE,
La riposte in French.
produced by the World Health Organization WHO.
Yes.
Yes.
Currently known as WHO, or in French, OMS. L'Organisation Mondiale de la Santé. So this is the film.
This is the film that is like a response to the COVID, and also a warning and a kind of gesture toward having a better future, where in the future the pandemics can be fought on a more, let's say, efficient way. And what they made this film to say loud that things should not come from up, like ministers of health locally saying you should wear masks, you should get a vaccine every 3 months or whatever, but actually begin with the field, with the people who lead those communities in the field. And you know many of these, and I understand that is why you wanted to honor this film. So it should, in the future, be power should be given to from, let's say, the chiefs of tribes, as I mean low. I just mean on the, in terms of official whatever. So it's about resilience, it's about investing the people with power to fight against the future disease that unfortunately we're probably bound to have. And we need WHO to work on that. So this film is a 15-minute long documentary made by WHO, and it's currently showing since recent days on the WHO website, so you can all watch it, and I'll be sharing the link. And of course, being a long-time partner with my friends here on stage, you'll find more on filmfestivals.com. Guess what? Soon.
Well, I want to thank everyone, and today is Africa Day. So being able to recognize films from Africa means a lot for our organization. Professor Karl Bardosh, again, thank you so much for doing the honors. I'd like you to say a few words as we close out with our amazing program today that you hosted.
So, we've been working years now together, because there is an other side of this entire enterprise, and there's the UN. And we did together the very first workshop in cell phone cinema for young delegates to start it up in the UN, which was at the
UNESCO Center for Peace.
UNESCO.
At the UNESCO Center for Peace in the middle of the COVID pandemic. It was over 300 students in this particular program. And now Smartphone Cinema with the United Nations is part of their platform. It's part of their initiatives because they're training the rural women to use digital technology, is what Smartphone Cinema is now called, in order to tell their stories and aid in the causes. So it looks like a lot of the work that we've pioneered and is completed. I also want to thank the Cannes Film Festival because this year, being part Native American, indigenous to America, and also of African descent, I must say, they have made our work 10 years of effort. This is our 11th year now. 10 years of effort has now been made, and our strives as we move towards the next 10 years, we're certainly looking forward to that.
Yes, so it started in Cannes, but it grew bigger. It doesn't happen very often that films shown in Cannes become a social movement, or they affect society at such a large scale as they become part of the UN, and these all young delegates spreading this now all over the world.
I have a personal note to add to this, and don't take this as me bragging, but I've met here a bunch of very smart and powerful people from Film Edge, and I told them about Boys in the Hood, which I brought to Cannes, and how I helped John Singleton start his career with nominations to the Oscars and being recognized here, meaning doing for his first movie over 100 million box office worldwide. And I can share that when the head of Sony left, he said, "Thank you. You've helped raise the profile of his films so well that I'm going to change the box office estimate." It was 30, he put 50. He did actually 57, meaning Cannes brought to my bosses, my studio, an additional about $50 million. Now, this was the end of my story as I believed it. And here, I must say that one of the, among the black community which I have met, and it was kind of moving, every time they saw me say, "Oh, the Boys in the Hood guy," and when they were on the phone, say, "I got to introduce you to this guy, believe it, he's the one who made John big, and that's the reason we are here. That's the reason why the let's say the black community all over the world got more respect, which wasn't totally there before. One of the pretty first to be nominated to Oscar, and he said, "You've no idea what you did," and they wanted to bring me to Atlanta to say that story, and it opened like a corner of my mind because I didn't realize how it had helped. I was just doing my job, and because it's my duty, and I did it, let's say, well, and so I'm proud.
Well, certainly we are proud of you, and thank you so much for all that you've done for the Cannes Film Festival. Also with your publication, you've just helped so many of the film festivals, smaller film festivals, big film festivals such as ours, and the work that we're doing one person at a time. Now we do have members here. Judy Beecher, we've known each other for a while. She's part of our organization. Judy, you've even won some of our awards. So if you can just say some closing remarks, and then also Dr. Raghunath Monet, and then we'll hand it back over to Professor Karl Bardosh.
How many films do you have here, Judy?
I have 3 films here
Right.
this year, which is very exciting. Yes, thank you.
It's
Thank
rare.
you very much. much.
Rare.
Yes.
Probably the only one with 3 films.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I'm acting in 3 and 1 I executive produced. And one of the films, one of them is at the Cannes Cinephile competition, Cannes Cinephile official selection of Cannes Cinephile, The Lies We Tell Ourselves by Sarah Lamberg. And Tango Shalom, which is being sold internationally right now, was actually a recipient of the award that Angelique presented to our film for Best Film for Peace and Tolerance, which we were very excited and appreciated.
You won our first award in 2012 with your film
Only
Paris.
in Paris.
Yes,
That's
10
right.
years ago.
That's
11 years
right.
ago.
That's right. I've won 2 awards
Yes.
with you. Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah. That film was a short film at the time. It was my first film, and it was also at the short film corner here at Cannes. Yeah, that's very exciting. So I just think it's really wonderful what Angelique and the organization is doing, and for people, for the world. And I think that we are, what's amazing about like filmmaking is putting the message out there into the world, and that we are able to make a difference, and we can change things in the world by educating people, so that they can see a different side of things, and they can change their opinion towards things, and they won't feel as powerless when they see things that are similar or different. Or so I'm a big proponent of film for change, and Angelique is the flower, the poster child of that. So I'm very grateful to be here with all of you, and Karl, congratulations on your program.
Thank you so much. We couldn't do anything, and film would not even exist without beautiful music and dance and spirituality, which are all combined in our friend.
Good evening, everybody. Her Majesty Queen Angelique. Congrats, Professor, and all my friends. Well, I've been also awarded for my film Dance of Shiva, which was a spiritual film. Who is Shiva? Why is he dancing? What is his philosophy? I think what our Queen is doing for the peace, I think we need more and more nowadays what is happening in the world. And really, we count on all of you, really to insist, bring more films, to bring the peace in the world. It can't continue like this. I think it's the right moment. And for that, I really want to thank you for my art from all over the world. Thank you, Her Majesty Queen Angelique. Thank you to all of you.
I must briefly say that I'm getting away from Cannes after like 10 days. First, it's a happy moment, and secondly, I'll immediately send this to WHO, the organization who produced this. This is for them, this is not for me. So I'm accepting the honor on their behalf because it's a film I found important. So that's the reason why I, as filmfestivals.com founder, gave it the Movie That Matters award, which we did in the ceremony, but unfortunately our Queen couldn't attend because she was not yet in Cannes.
Yes.
Sorry.
Well, now my role as the Queen Consort to the oldest cocoa plantation in Nigeria is a lot of beautiful work every day, including being able to still manage our organization. So on May the 23rd, His Majesty and myself were actually in London. We were participating in an event that actually was about the trade between United Kingdom and Nigeria and the beautiful things that Nigeria has to offer. His Majesty was actually the chairman of the agriculture sector, and as everyone knows, we are cocoa. Everyone loves chocolate, and most of the cocoa is originated in West Africa that we know today. So our work also is as the co-founder of the Royal Cocoa International Film Festivals, which Judy Beecher, Professor Karl Bardosh, Bruno, and eventually Dr. Raghunath Monet are going to be part of as well. So this is also our contribution to Africa, and then Judy Beecher and Professor Karl Bardosh, she participated at our United Nations event that took place this past March, which was a very lovely event where we got to talk about the girl child. So I want everyone to know that the CAN program is a beautiful program because we recognize films of purpose that need that extra push during the Cannes Film Festival, but we're an everyday organization. We work hard throughout the year doing work that can empower individuals. We have the ECOSOC status to the United Nations, and we also host movie screenings. We're working with women farmers, with education, youth, education, film festivals. So the work is just going on and on and on, and we need more people who want to get involved in our efforts and what we're doing. So that's why we thank all the individuals who believe in us and make sure that we can have a presence in Cannes to continue to do our work. We're very grateful.
See you next year.
Yes.
And finally, we are here in the capital of world cinema, and we are really privileged to have the most important and largest platform of festivals, filmfestivals.com, supporting us. Bruno Chatelin, thank you so much, and thank you all of you for contributing to this fantastic cause that Queen Angelique Monet started and continues working on. Thank you.
Well, thank you for believing in us. That's all I can say. We appreciate you. We really appreciate you because you're also my dear friend. You're my brother. This is someone who I can totally say you're family now, Professor Karl Bardosh. Once you join our movement, you become a family, and that's really what it's about. Whether I'm here or not, Professor Karl Bardosh is going to be here. Judy Beecher has been standing in for me many times, Dr. Raghunath Monet. So whether I'm here or not, I've worked so hard to have an organization that is a legacy that will survive with or without me being present. And I really appreciate you all. I really wanted to be here. It was a stretch, and I really appreciate you all continuing to do that. I also wanted to make the announcement. We do have the Professor Karl Bardosh Humanitarian Smartphone Cinema Awards, and we're continuing this program. But what Professor Karl Bardosh does not know is that the focus is going to be on African citizen journalists so that they can start telling the stories on what's happening in West Africa from the smartphone. And so we're beginning some training courses. We're beginning to be able to, because what's happening is that we want their information to go out, and we want it to go out properly and the proper training. So we've already began that infrastructure. Prince Hamid is actually the first recipient of this particular award. And I'm looking forward to you meeting all of the delegates that can't wait to learn how they can tell more stories based upon the training.
Thanks for watching on filmfestivals.com, by the way.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you all for being here.
You're gonna